Greetings, Inquisitors, and welcome. Good morning. It's morning for me, but, good afternoon, good night, good evening, good day. Whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy, hope you're making it a great day. Got some GAC to play today. Going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Hit me up in the chat if you got questions, comments, things you want to know. Might have times for some roster reviews. So if people really want me to take a look at their rosters, let me know. Put it up in the chat. Tell me what it is that you want to look at, think about, consider. We'll try to help people out. And then the hope is that by watching those reviews, other people may learn something for their own account building, that we can all have fun and learn together. Play some arena battles here while we're waiting for some more people to show up. See what we can get done here. All right, what happened to my streaming screen? It disappeared. Too many things open, guys. Yikes. All right, looks like we're back in business here. Coming up on our 7-star Executor, we got 10 shards to go. Once we get to 7-star Executor, then we're going to have to take a look at getting that Leviathan under control. Somebody said that I need to Relic 9 my IG-88 to get that counter reliable. Does anybody, we've got a guy in our fleet shard. His IG is Relic 8, and he beats Leviathans all the time. So do I really need to be Relic 9? Do I really need to be Relic 8 even? It's got to be a speed thing, right? So as long as we have the right speed, we can do what needs to be done. But Relic 9 seems excessive. I'll do it if I have to do it, because if that's all I have to do to beat the Leviathan, then yeah, I'll definitely do it. But what have you guys heard? How good does my IG have to be to get that counter up and running? If you want to beat the Leviathan, you need to Relic 8 plus the IG-88. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Relic 8. That makes sense. I mean, I don't mind a Relic. I already Relic 7'd him. There was a Datacron a long time ago that that made the IG-88 an interesting character for me, at least at the time, to put on defense in GAC with that level 9 Datacron. It's one of the only, the very, very few times that I've ever responded to a Datacron, but that one looked fun, and I didn't mind to take my IG up to Relic 7 to be able to manage that Datacron. So my IG-88 on this account is already a Relic 7. So Relic 8 would just be putting, a single relic level on him. And to me, that's not even too big of a deal, right? So I don't mind that at all. I think it needs to outspeed your own Executor, if I remember correctly. I think it has to do with making IG faster than Piet. Also, Relic 9 IG makes your Executor Negotiator proof for up to Relic 8 plus. Darth Robbery says, I use the Chimera counter personally. Yeah, that's the issue, is that I don't have the Chimera counter ready to go. So we've got, let's take a look here. So we've got a Chimera, but then if we look to some of these ships, the Interceptor isn't finished and doesn't have Relic 7. The TIE Defender, wherever that is. The Extinction Bomber's only 5 stars. The Shuttle, where's the Shuttle's up top here, I think favorited. The TIE Defender, Iden's only gear 12. We don't have the We don't have the Grand Inquisitor ship because we don't have the Grand Inquisitor. Where's the shuttle at? Where's the Imperial shuttle? I know it's one of those things where I must have looked at it like 6 times and just kept going by it. Oh, here it is. There you go, guys. Not even built yet. So I don't know if that shuttle is actually part of the starting fleet, right? You start with Interceptor, TIE Advanced. I'm sorry, you start with Imperial Bomber, TIE Fighter, and Vader, I think. But then your reinforcements are the TIE Defender and the TIE Interceptor, right? Or the TIE Reaper, I don't know, something. So when I look at this stuff, I mean, I'm not even close to that yet. I would have to build it all. You need the scythe. Oh, so if we need the scythe for it, then yeah, for sure I mean, we've got the scythe, right? We just don't have the Grand Inquisitor. Thank you. Just put it down, please. Okay, so yeah, so we're pretty far off on having what we need for the Chimera stuff. So I figure if we make the, and again, if all we need to do to get that counter to work is a relic level on this droid, then that seems like an easy price to pay. We'll need 6 dot mods on him too, so we'll have to go through and spruce him up a little bit and get the old 6 dot mods up and running on him. He's got kind of like a lot of characters, he's got mediocre mods on him, things that didn't work out, you know, like these 13 speed mods, 8, 10, 9. So these are all things that I tried to build and slice up in the past, and they didn't quite work out. So a lot of characters get these leftover mods because, hey, it's what I got. But yeah, we'll have to actually put a relic level on him, 6 dot mods on him, and get him ready to go. With Leviathan, you start with Scythe, Regular TIE, and Defender, and Interceptor. You start with Scythe, Regular TIE, and Defender, and Interceptor as a reinforcement. So you don't get the fast reinforcement. You don't use Vader, huh? Dude Abides is in the house. You don't need to upgrade IG. Mine is Relic 5. Is the Executor counter 3 attackers on offense? Yes, that's how I have typically seen. You need his ship faster than your Executor. Well, if it has all to do with your Executor and nothing to do with the opponent's fleet, you could also slow down your own Executor, right? So if we go in here and we look at Executor, and let's look at speed, 184. And then let's go to the IG, and we'll see what the speed is here. 188, it's already faster. It's already faster. Now, if I were to go to, let's say it wasn't faster for some reason. I mean, you could always just go to Piet and dumb down his mods. You know, you could take Piet back to 5 dot mods, and that would probably slow his ship down by 3 or 4 speed. So if if you have to meet benchmarks that are above your opponent, then you have to get that speed. If you're only timing it within your own fleet, you could just nerf Piet's mods, and he's not Relic 9 for me. I see that would that's probably it, right? So if you're Relic 9 your Piet, that would probably give you like 5 more speed or something like that. And that'll be the problem. So that'll be the issue. So if I actually have to go in there and relic 9 my Piet in order for this to work for any reason, then that would be the showstopper, right? Because that'll give you more speed. Never mind, because I'm only 6 stars right now. When I get my 7th star, we'll have to take a look at that again. Yeah, but if I could just swap out 2 mods, put 5-dot mods on him, drop that speed by a couple points. If it's just about timing your own fleet, then that's super easy. We'll just nerf Piet a little bit. And if it makes it worse for the mirror match, I kind of don't care. Well, I guess I do. So, I mean, I don't care for Fleet Arena. It just means that I have to play like 1 more battle a day for Fleet Arena. So, I mean, whatever. It's fine. I'll pay that toll. But in Territory Wars, it'll be worse. Yeah. Yeah, so that's probably it. We got a 7-star. Maybe have to Relic 9 the Piet. We'll see about it. We'll see about it. Andre Passati says, I removed mods from my Piet. Made a naked Piet. Interesting. All right, guys, just so you know, I've got a giveaway going on today. For those loyal Inquisitors that came to hang out today, we got a giveaway going on. We got two gift cards to give away. It's over in the Discord server. The link for the Discord is always in the description of the Holocron down below. You can click on that, go over to the Discord, be part of the community. And as always with these giveaways, it'll be a $25 gift card. If you're in the US, you can pick an Apple or a Google gift card. Or anywhere in the world, you could have an Amazon gift card. For some reason, it won't let me send Apple or Google cards to people who have overseas or any non-US email address. So I'm limited on what I can send out. If you have changed your in-game name to include Inquisitor, so if your actual name here says Inquisitor or somebody, you come in here and you change your name. And if you want to do the Inquisitor name in-game, what you do is instead of typing I, Inquisitor, because if you do that, it'll tell you that the name is unavailable, right? So what you do is you type a small L, which looks exactly the same. So a small L instead of a capital I, you make your name Inquisitor like that in the game. Then you post a picture of that in the Rites of Passage. You become an official Inquisitor. And once you've posted that picture, if you win in any of my giveaways, I'll double the gift card and we'll give away 50 instead of 25. So 2 giveaways over there. Go into the Inquisitor giveaway channel, click the little icon to join that giveaway. I've set it up to run for a couple hours so people who either are part of the live stream who watch it right after, they'll be aware of the giveaway. For people who watch it much later, it'll be expired by the time you get in here. But for those coming in, hanging out, being part of the crew, get in on that giveaway. Try to give yourself a free $25. The last winner we gave away, I think was right at the tail end of the Lightspeed stuff, and I gave the gift card, and they got to grab the Lightspeed bundles with the gift card. So that was nice. So anyway, just feeling generous this Saturday. Appreciate all you guys that watch my stuff and help build a good community. So we're giving a little bit of that back. All right, let's see. What else we got? Andre Passati says, yeah, remove my mods from my Piet. Had a naked Piet. I did that for a long time with my with my Mandalorian. I over-reliced my Beskar Mandalorian, and I couldn't get the timing to work the way I wanted to in Fleet, so I had a mod. I may still have that mod set, where I took a couple mods off of him. Let's go look, just for the fun. I think I still have that loadout saved somewhere. Let's see. No, it's not saved anymore. But yeah, I had a mod loadout saved that only had 2 mods for Beskar Mando. Took 4 of his mods off. And that way I could play it that way, and then I would switch him over. Like when I joined Grand Arena, I would put mods back on him and then take him right back off for Fleet Arena for the rest of the week. Yeah, it's pretty funny. To do what must be done, right? Must get it done. That was a card back when we played Legend of the Five Rings card game. That there was a card called To Do What Must Be Done. I hated that card so much. So much. Basically, guys who played honor decks, who played like cheesy sit back, don't attack, you know, play passive until you win with special cards decks. The To Do What Must Be Done card, you would just throw like some chump into battle with some like massive samurai that was going to kill your whole province. And yeah, so you sacrifice your guy to kill my guy. And that's it. And there was no way around the card, right? Unless you had like very few specific cards in the game that would stop it. They would just take this like 2-cost chumpy guy and throw him in there and just kill your biggest dude. To Do What Must Be Done. What a lame card. Yeah. I don't like the defensive strategies in card games, like the sit back and wait to win. I've never liked those strategies. I've always liked like when you play Magic the Gathering, they even talk about fair magic, like people who play fair magic. Because there's a lot of ways to play the game that you get some cheesy combo and like it's really hard to stop. So as long as you get your combo, you kind of win the game. And then there's people who actually like play fair magic. They play cards and they get lands and they do stuff and they try to win the game like as it was intended to be won. So I'm totally a fair magic player, and I died all the time to the cheese decks. And cards like Sneak Attack, which is like one of the most ridiculously broken cards ever printed in Magic. It's an enchantment that you put in play, and then you pay 1 red. And you pay 1 red and you just take a character, a card from your hand and put it in play. And there's like 7, 8, 9 cost creatures in the game that just do ridiculous things upon entering play. Play cards from the top of your opponent's deck, you know, exile things, just crazy stuff. So you get to play with them for 1 turn, but their on enter effects are just insane. Or there's like a World Spine Worm. It's a 15/15, which is insane in that game. It's a huge power and toughness. You attack with it the turn it comes into play. Then it dies. And Sneak Attack says you put it into play, it dies at the end of the turn. When World Spine Worm dies, it leaves 3 5/5s in play. So you pay 1 mana. You get a 15/15 attacker for the turn. And it leaves you with 3 5/5s in play. It's not fair magic at all. I don't play those kinds of combos. I don't like that stuff. Interferes with my sense of justice. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, some of the stuff. Through the Breach is another card like that where you can cheese like super expensive cards in Through the Breach. And still to this day they continue to print cards like that. Like every now and then a set will have a card at that power level, and you would think that after like 30 years of making the game, they would have figured out that those kinds of cards should stop. But they keep printing them. It's funny. Whoop-de-doo says, greetings from Greece, DL. Hey, nice. Welcome, welcome. Darth Robbery says, thanks for being generous. Lord Zenith says, what do you think about the new raids? Have you seen the new Star Wars CCG coming out? Star Wars Unlimited, I think. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. There's a new CCG coming out. If it's electronic, I might mess around with it, but I am never going to play a paper card game again in my life. I played too many paper card games, and I really don't want to mess around with collecting and sorting, and people just don't go to tournaments like they used to. So, yeah, if it's an online thing, if it's a CCG that I can play through Steam or as its own program, yeah, I might take a look at it. Always interested in fun stuff like that. What's your opinion on Hyperdrive Bundle early Inquisitor farm idea to get into a huge guild and maximize the income? So my thoughts are, if you don't get placement in Fleet Arena, it just hurts too much. If you're in Kyber and you're getting a good daily income of crystals from your placement somewhere in Grand Arena, then Fleet becomes more negotiable. If you're a new player, you're going to be in Carbonite. Fleet is your source of crystals. That's how you get your refreshes in the game. You could get all the guild loot in the world, and if you're not getting your daily refreshes, you're getting further and further behind. As soon as people don't have crystals, they stop doing mod refreshes. They get behind on mods. They don't pay attention to that stuff. So I would stake my entire reputation on the fact that those crystals that you get out of Fleet are more important early on than anything you can get from guild. Any guild, no matter how good it is. Just because the daily refreshes are that important, building your mods, getting Cantina refreshes. So until you've built a fleet that will guarantee that you're at top 10 for a long time, I build whatever you want. Build Inquisitors, build Starkiller, build a GL, build whatever you want. In my opinion, your account's going to be on a slower trajectory than an account that's built a fleet. So if you build, like imagine a graph where you build fleets and then you build a GL and you're on this steady incline, right? As you build your account building speed increases and you're on a curve going up. If you build Inquisitors first, that curve is flat, right? It's longer before you start going up because the amount of stuff coming into your account, your ability to snowball your account is less. So I would never recommend an Inquisitors start if people want to do it, and whatever. There's no wrong decisions, but the consequences of that decision, the snowball builds slower. You'll have Third Sister faster. And if Third Sister, in your mind, changes that snowball in some meaningful way, then do it. I could tell you right now, though, that it doesn't work like it used to. So in the past, when guilds were going for cam, or let's say way back, right? If they were going for Watt and you had geos, it helped you get into a better guild, right? When guilds started going for Kiadi Mundi, if one of the bigger guilds was going for cam and you had cam ready clones and a good light side team, like let's say at least 2 light side teams that could do something in territory battle, you were in, right? Now, if you say, look, I've got a 2 million GP account, but I've got the Inquisitors. They're all at Relic 7. I've got the Grand Inquisitor. I've been, focusing on mods. I've got good enough mods. I can actually do the event. The guild's going to tell you no. Because every single time you deploy in territory battles, all that matters is your galactic power. They're looking for somebody who can drop 10 million galactic power per phase. If I have 10 million galactic power in my account and I deploy once, that's equal to the first 5 days of your deployment at 2 million. And guilds aren't going to want that. They're not taking accounts at 2 million GP just because you can get one Third Sister shard. I don't see it happening. Guilds at that level now are not going to take you with a full Inquisitor team. They're going to say, nope, we need somebody with a full Inquisitor team that can also drop at least 6,800 galactic power, right? Like there's a lower limit to how much galactic power you have to drop in every deployment phase for them to meet their star goals. Because the star goals are just as important as the Third Sister shards. So I don't think it works. I don't think it works at all. I think you get full Relic Inquisitors, and then you're just sad because they won't take you. So, again, you asked my opinion. That is my opinion. All right, I'm behind on chat. Let's catch up here. Have you seen the new Star? No, sorry. I agree that the strategy, but the Executor should be first. You can go for Inquisitors, especially if you buy Cairo packs. Thundy asked if you missed much. Yeah, of course, you always miss stuff. What you might have missed, Thundy, is that there's a giveaway going on. Get on over to the Discord, click that button, get in that giveaway. For anybody who's not part of the Discord community, the link is down below. Click that. You can enter to win. I'm doing 2 $25 gift cards. And, of course, as always, if you are an Inquisitor, increase that payout to 50. But don't go in there after you've already won and change your name to Inquisitor and expect an extra $25 from me. You know, that's not cool. All right. Hey, DL, there's Magic the Gathering Arena. Yeah, I'm in Magic the Gathering Arena. I still, I actually played that a couple weekends ago when there was a break in the GAC, 2 weeks ago or whatever. No, it wasn't the last. Was it the last one? It was the one before that. I think it was the one before that when I had a weekend off and I didn't have too much stuff to do. Actually got back in there and played some sealed deck and Magic the Gathering and enjoyed it. That was fun. Yeah. So if there's something like that for card games, I'll play it. Any guild getting shards and accepting a fresh hyperdrive bundle has issues, says Thundy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Lord Zenith says, Kyber, I've seen a 24-star guild, 450 million GP getting 35 Third Sister shards. Brady says, I feel like the Inquisitor start for joining a great guild is starting to wane. A lot of those bigger guilds already have Third Sister or are close. I think a Galactic Republic fleet with Marauder would be a path that's as good as Executor. Why? A Galactic Republic fleet with Marauder would be a path that's as good as Executor, if not better, because it's faster. So if you build, like, let's say you build a fleet that's got a gimmick on offense, and you say, okay, I can beat early Executors, I can beat early Profundities with this fleet. The question is, now, and I'm dead serious about this, why wouldn't you build the Profundity? Even if you hated the Executor, even if you didn't want to build a big fleet, if you thought it was a bad idea, the Profundity journey is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is one of the best journeys they have ever put in the game. Radis, Cassian Andor, Mon Mothma, Bistan, Jyn Erso. Those 5 requirements can be shoved together into a team. So you built literally an A-tier team out of the journey for characters. You've got, Bistan's not a great character, but you can put him in that team, right? He's Rogue One. I played Mon Mothma in that team for a long time on Optitio because the summon removes buffs. So she gives you a buff removal that helps that team. Dash Rendar is an insane character, right? He can just go in and make him fast and go in and pull the trigger, and you can solo stuff with Dash Rendar. He's crazy powerful until you get higher level GACs, where people don't put, cheap teams down anymore. But yeah, he can wipe out a team in one hit. In 3s, he's insane. You can do the Dash Han Chewie team, and then still have the CLS team with CLS, C-3PO, and Chewpio. Harrison Dula's a dud, right? She's a dud. Well, okay, then you're going to build Rex, and now all of a sudden she's back in the mix. So this journey, like in terms of early game power, everything you build here is useful. The ships are all useful. The characters are all useful. It helps you in Grand Arena. It helps you in Territory Wars. It gives you a good light side team. The Radis team is the real deal. Like it hits hard. It's scary in Grand Arena. I mean, I've dropped battles to it before by underestimating it. And that's what you're looking for when you're brand new to the game and you're trying to put stuff into the account, like geos are so thick, right? Geos are just fat with potential. Wat Tambor shards, yes. Put an Omicron on, make the good for territory wars, yes. They're pilots. You can make a fleet out of them, yes. Like everything that you want to do in the game, the geos do. You don't ever have to build them past gear 11 or 12, but they do what they do for cheap early on. Might as well build them. The Profundity's journey is the same way. It does everything. It helps you in Conquest. It helps you in Fleet Arena. It helps you in GAC. It gives you a team that's good in territory wars, like Conquest. Everything in the game for one journey. The Executor is more of a PvP journey. It's not quite as thick, but you build troopers, which are a fantastic early game team. So, my 2024 guides aren't going to be any different. It's still going to be Executor and Profundity as the main builds, because that's just packing the most value that you can get out of characters and ships into the build in the smallest way. All right. Let's see. I think a fleet with okay, yeah. Lord Zenith says they're doing the Third Sister, but their ROTE is only 24 stars and they're 450 million because they accept Riva Ready 2 million rosters and aren't coordinated. Kyber says, I'm saying it from the other direction. Organized, so don't need the low GP. We're on the same page. Yeah, exactly. Nobody should be at 2 million now after the Lightspeed bundle. Well, those bundles were only open for a short period of time, so anybody who hesitated or didn't know for sure if they wanted to buy them, they don't have them. People who started the game after that won't have them. And honestly, I don't mean this to sound weird, but people who didn't have $50 at the time don't have them. Some people just don't want to spend money on the game. So yeah, it's plenty of people that don't have them. Gunny says, hey DL, I got around to setting my mod filters on both accounts. Wow, I pulled 2 23 speed mods on the alt. What a difference when it's organized. Thanks for the video. Cool, man. Thanks. Appreciate that feedback. Whiskey Hoarder says, personally say go for the Profundity. It's so strong. And they had to buff Leviathan multiple times, and I still win 80% of the time against it. Because Marauder can beat Executor and give you number 1 every day. Marauder can basically beat everything that isn't Leviathan and be faster than getting Executor or Profundity. Yeah, but again, it's just about the character density. It's about building the right thing for an early game account. And having a fleet that'll beat stuff on offense doesn't necessarily mean that you've played the whole game, right? Galactic Republic is still good. I mean, I don't know exactly what fleet you're talking about, but Marauder in a Galactic Republic fleet. But yeah, so Jedi Knight Anakin's good, Padme's good, all that stuff is good. If you want to build, so what I'm saying is, if you want to build that route, go ahead. I mean, I'm not one to stop you, but I'm not going to recommend it. I'm not going to recommend it. All right. Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Hera Syndulla is delicious. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I hated Ahsoka. Gosh, I wanted to like it so much, but I hated the Ahsoka show. Still, now, just thinking about it, I despise it. And the reason is very, very simple. You guys know what suspension of disbelief is, right? Everybody knows, I think, by now, people have heard the term suspension of disbelief. For anybody who doesn't know what it is, I will summarize it real quick. If you go to a Star Wars movie and you think that they're trying to tell you a true story, you're going to hate it. You're going to be like, man, this space combat's ridiculous. Man, why do So if a ship is flying forward and it wants to fly the other way in space, it has to turn around and turn the thrusters on, and it'll continue to coast and gradually slow down, and then turn and then come the other way. That's not what happens in Star Wars. They just bank like they would in the sky, and like there's friction and whatever. So if you're a scientist and you're watching Star Wars and you're trying to see if it's believable, you will immediately get disengaged. You won't believe it. What you have to do is you have to suspend your disbelief for the premise of the movie. And you say, okay, in the context of this movie, I'm just going to grant them that they're making a fun space combat and that lightsabers exist and that, we want to kill a womp rat someday, whatever. And you grant them that. Now, if a movie ever goes so far that your suspension of disbelief is challenged and you lose your suspension of disbelief, you can never get it back. Once it's gone, and you can never get it back. And one of the most famous moments for that was in, what was that movie with Will Smith as a superhero? I can't remember the name of it, but he's a super strong superhero, and he's like, on the edge of sanity, and he's destroying stuff. There's a thing where there's a beached whale or whatever, and he grabs the whale and he like swings it around and chucks it back out into the ocean. Hancock. Yeah, that's it. Hancock. And he actually like throws the whale back out into the ocean, like just yeets it by its tail or something. And for a lot of people, that moment in the movie broke the suspension of disbelief. Like they could grant the whole whatever up until that point, but that was just so ridiculous and so over the top. And so like not even a superhero who was disaffected and didn't care what people think about him, not even that guy would just like grab a whale by the tail and yeet him back out in the ocean and expect that to be accepted, right? So yeah, it ruined Hancock for a lot of people. There were two moments in Ahsoka. The first moment was when Sabine was confronting the bad guy and she handed him the device. That challenged my suspension of disbelief by a lot. By a lot. Would you wager an entire galaxy against seeing one friend again? And I got bad news for y'all. If you're my friend and I have to wager bringing Thrawn back to my galaxy against your life, you're dead. I'm not going to wager 60 billion lives against one person. Never going to happen. It would never happen. It would never happen. So that challenged but I gave it. And I said, okay, we get this crazy battle with Ahsoka and Anakin. I'll grant that. Okay, whatever. Okay, that was cool choreography. It was well done. I'll allow it. And then in the fight where they defeat the evil girl, I can't remember names for anybody for anything. I'm bad at it. Always been bad at it. Has nothing to do with being old. I just don't have very good memory for names. But the girl attacks the little turtle bug people, whatever. And there's a moment where they're confronting her, and they're about to get her, and Ahsoka backs everybody off, and she just runs away. And I lost it. It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous that moment that after that I couldn't even watch it. I couldn't even watch it. There is no imperilment. There's no danger. Not only are the good guys not in danger, but now the bad guys aren't in danger either. Nobody gets hurt in Star Wars. I couldn't take it. I completely disengaged from the whole series, and at that moment, I just wrote the whole thing off. They had some cool choreography, some cool fight scenes at the end, but I just want this whole series to never have happened. Because it's ridiculous. These characters' behavior is ridiculous. I can't accept it. I won't accept it. All right. Let's see. Thundy says no spoilers, please. And I'm not there yet. Well, I did spoilers anyway, so. But they're not big spoilers. It's not plot spoilers. It's just small spoilers about what happens in moments in the movie. So, yeah, I don't think I spoiled too much. There's no sound in space. Gravity was the worst space movie ever. Mech Eagle says it's a bad series, not believable at all. No real stories, no justification of what has been done. The story is about Sabine and not Ahsoka. You guys, you're on the same page as me. The whole series is like, you watch it, you're entertained. You're like, man, these action scenes are cool. The effects are cool. But what is this? What is this? I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded, but at the end of it, I was having a conversation with somebody at work, and they asked me, like for a summary or something, and I said, okay, I'll just summarize it this way: it's not my Star Wars. It's somebody else's Star Wars. It's not my Star Wars. I won't pretend to own the IP, but it's not, it's not my Star Wars. In my Star Wars, people are threatened. Like, when Leia was held prisoner and they were going to have that probe stick a needle in her eye and get the information and extract it from her, that was real imperilment. Like, she was in danger. She was done for if they didn't rescue her, right? Like I felt that in the movie. I felt like Darth Vader was going to extract the information from her and kill her. That was definitely the feeling that I got. Now I get the feeling like they'll capture you, they'll pet you, oh, nice character. We hate each other, but you're so nice. You're so lovable. Sit here in my prison for a few days and then I'll just let you out and you can go your own way and we'll be friends. That's the new Star Wars. DL, in your opinion, what do you think would get you into a better guild, Leia or the Inquisitors? Leia, because it lends to better account building. If you have Leia, you'll have Rebels, you'll have a CLS team, you'll have the most current GL, you'll have the stuff. Leia, definitely. Gravity is an awesome movie. Yeah. So a lot of these movies are awesome, but you just have to grant them your disbelief. You just have to. Here's another one. In The Mandalorian, there's a scene where he's racing through space, following the bounty hunters, and he gets to that pirate ship with the big moss guy on it, and his ship just stops. He comes up over the asteroid, and the ship is there, and his ship is like. Absolutely no way that can happen. You have to suspend your disbelief for the purpose of entertainment. You have to let it go. I have to let it go, right? I have to let it go. Same thing with the fact that lightsabers going through Sabine just ended up with a scar. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't touch any vital organs, cauterized everything on the way through. She's fine. She's fine. Tell us how you really feel, DL. Political correctness gone too far. Ah, man. It's terrible fan fiction, god awful. Are you going to show us Allura attacks and territory wars? I can't. I don't. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to play the Allura account. I don't want to play it. I don't want to get sucked in and play it. I built Malak the other day. And I was like, man, if I'm going to be logged into this account, I might as well buy the rest of my Malak shards. I only had 25 Malak shards left to buy. And I'm starting to work on the account again, and I'm like, no, I can't do it. It's too much time. They did the same thing with Riva too. It's just dumb. Ziggy says, I loved Ahsoka. Honestly, I thought the new characters were great and the exploration aspect was fun to watch. It's all too PG. They need really dark horror Star Wars franchise. Remember what they did with Logan from X-Men? We need something like that. Imperilment. We need imperilment. We need people to... We need... we need part of it to be written by Martin, George Martin, right? Because he kills off characters right and left. He kills the good guys. Eddard Stark, I hope you like that. Oh, he's dead. Your paladin lost his head in the first half of the first book. Come on, that's imperilment. There's real danger in this world. We don't have to worry about whether or not people are going to get killed. Everybody's going to get killed. And it's dangerous. Like, that world feels dangerous. Every step of the way you make a wrong turn, you're going to be in the dead pile. Yeah. We need to feel the imperilment in Star Wars. That needs to come back. I agree with you though. Like the Balin's character, and was that his name, Balin, the big bad guy, something like that. But his character was good. The new Night Sisters were super cool and creepy and magical. So yeah, no, I like the effects. I like the character building. I just don't like the lack of any threat. Too PC. There need to be actual stakes. Yeah. Marvel has its flaws, but at least the Thanos threat was real. Thanos was a real threat, right? But then everybody came back. It was kind of, I don't know. It was a little too much redemption. Although Iron Man is gone, right? Like, Iron Man's gone for good. If he comes back too, I'm going to be sad. Or maybe he already came back and I just don't know it. Let's talk about, somebody said PC gone too far. I have, something that really bothers me about the whole, the fairness and the woke movement or whatever. I'm going to say it real quick. Then we're going to do Storm Pooper's account review. And then we're going to do GAC. So we're just going to jam on, all this stuff, right? So let me say this first. I think people, in general, humans, societies, whatever, have some kind of natural propensity to categorize. Your mind does it automatically. There's the us and there's the them, right? We're Americans, everybody else is not Americans. There's people who like Star Wars, there's people who don't like Star Wars. We can categorize people who like to build mods versus, people who don't care about mods, and we just call them collectors, right? Clothes we like, clothes we don't like. Food we like, food we don't like. Food that's hot, food that's cold. I mean, anything you can think of, there's a way in your mind to categorize it, right? And no matter how many categories you break down, and you say, okay, we're not going to talk about women and men in the workplace. We're just going to talk about employees in the workplace. We're going to skip that distinction. We're going to not categorize between men and women. And we're going to say they're equal in the workplace and it's just employees. Okay. And then you start to categorize based on something else. Employees with an education, employees without an education. It's just almost automatic that we as humans try to sort. And the idea of this movement, immediately upon its inception, categorized people. You're part of the movement or you're not. And if you're part of the movement, this will happen. If you're not part of the movement, then you're out. We're going to cancel you. Okay? And by definition, the very idea of inclusivity is out from the start. You're not going to include everybody because the groundwork, the foundation of the concept is that you're either one of us or you're not. And immediately the discrimination, the vitriol, the negative publicity on internet, it all starts in a new form of discrimination where you're either us or not us. And it's the same cycle that happens over and over and over again. But in this case, we've actually picked discrimination, segregation, race, transgenderism, whatever it is. We've picked this as our foundation and immediately started categorizing off of it. So the hypocrisy of the whole concept drives me crazy. It just absolutely drives me crazy. You're either a person who's inclusive or you're not one of us. That statement, you've just told me that you're a person who's not inclusive. Therefore, it's like the set of all sets. that includes itself but can't include itself, right? Like, it's a paradox. You can't say that you're part of a group that believes in inclusivity if you're automatically discriminating against people that don't. It's nonsense. And not nonsense from the point of their moral high ground, right? Because the message is legitimate. The message of equality, inclusion, allowance, tolerance, conspicuous acts of goodwill, those concepts are the moral high ground, but how they're executed is not. Anyway, I don't mean to give a speech, but this is something that I actually feel a bit passionate about. If you create a movement, don't create it on a basis of hypocrisy. All right, Storm Pooper came in with a super chat and wanted an account review real quick, so we're going to do that before we get into the GAC. Then we're going to get into the GAC, and then we're going to do whatever else. All right. Can you tell me what team on my roster you would make with Ray? I figured I should relic and use Cat since I don't have JMK, but what other three? Okay, so we're going to specifically take a look at this request. There's a fun team that I like with Ray. We're going to see if you have the characters for it. Looking for scoundrels. Maybe it's easier if I sort by scoundrels. Scoundrels. Okay. So you don't have them built yet. Okay, there's a super fun team that I liked playing with Ray Cat. So you play Ray, you play Cat, you play IG-88, Vandor Chewbacca, and Queel. So Queel has a heal. You can constantly keep Ray topped off. She, every time she uses lifeblood, you can heal her back up. IG-88 has a heal, right? You can keep anybody topped up. He has taunt. And then Vandor Chewbacca says, when your light side scoundrels get killed, they come back to life, right? The Zeta on that, I think. So it's a really fun team. They have to get through IG-88, who's tough. They want to kill Queel, but you can't kill Queel until you kill Vandor Chewbacca. So you end up with this Ray team with Cat in it, where the first target that you reasonably have to target is Vandor Chewbacca or Cat, and you make her a little bit hard to get to. And it's a super fun team. Like, the AI has no idea how to play against it. I don't think I ever lost a character in that team in light side territory battles, in conquest, in all reasonable game modes. That team, the AI just ends up attacking into IG-88, and then eventually they'll kill him, and he's a scoundrel and comes right back to life. And you know what? Vandor Chewbacca just sits back and laughs and does his thing. Now, obviously, if you take that team in against a team that has a bunch of instant kills, that's not great. With what you've got right now, you could do like dash L3, Cat, and R2 if you got him. Let's look at what you've got in terms of, got the R2 here. Yeah, so we've got R2 built up. There's also a team that I worked with that was Ray, Cat, R2, like Kenobi. No, maybe it was L3 and somebody else. I just remember the gimmick was that you, maybe it was L3 and Vandor, but the gimmick is that you use R2 and you use the smoke, you pop the smoke, and you put the smoke on Ray so that the opponent's cat, whenever the opponent's cat gets their, maybe it was actually BB-8 that has to go in that team to make R2 fast enough. But yeah, so you go in, you pop the smoke on Ray. When the opposing cat goes off, she has to hit your Ray, and you can use that team to kill JMKs. I'm not 100% sure on that team comp anymore, though. Maybe somebody else knows it. Let me get to the bottom of chat because they're so. I've been talking and yapping and haven't been catching up on chat. Let's see. Klogot says Ahsoka letting Shin go is like blaming Spider-Man for not killing any enemies because they will kill again. So it's one thing to murder an enemy in cold blood on the spot. It's another to take them prisoner, right? And at that point, you fight with Shin, and if Shin doesn't surrender, you kill her. That's war. I'm sorry, when you're in a big conflict, sometimes there's casualties. If you're Spider-Man, you can wrap them up and take them prisoner. If you're Ahsoka, you should fight that fight. And you should either beat her, take her out, or if she surrenders, capture her, take her off the playing field. You know, you can't win a game of chess if you, well, let's just say it's not reasonable to expect to win a game of chess with all the pieces on the board, right? Every piece that you take off in some way can give you an advantage. So you slowly, methodically remove the opponent's pieces until you win the game, right? Same thing with Shin. I mean, she is a very important, powerful piece, or at least they want us to believe that. Take her off the board. You have to, you know, that's your opponent's bishop, right? Maybe a rook. You gotta take the rook. You can't just have a position where you're in the position to capture and just go, you know what, I'm going to let my opponent have I feel sorry for him. My opponent's not winning this game as hard enough, so I'm going to let him keep the rook. It's just dumb. That's not something you would do. Again, what I like is debate. So hopefully you all understand, I'm not trying to tell you all what to think. I'm not trying to tell you what opinion to have. I'm expressing a point of view, and if you have your own point of view, I love to hear other people's side of it. I like to hear the comments, so I like knowing that other people think that it's okay. It's groovy. It's a different point of view. There doesn't have to be a right or wrong answer. Just to be clear. Boris Balkan says, I have the moral high ground, DL. Vader needs to be prepared to revive light side scoundrels. But Vandor gets prepared easily. So Vandor, like, if another character takes damage and he's at full life, he gets prepared. That's the beauty of that team, because it's so easy to get him prepared. Let's see if the skill's built up enough to see. Where is it? When he's buffed, he has a 100% counter chance, blah, blah, blah. If any ally took damage from an attack and Chewbacca did not, he gains protection up. And when he recovers protection this way, he becomes prepared. So that's it. If they attack any character who is not Chewbacca and it's not an area effect attack, he gets prepared. So unless they kill the same character twice in a row, he will usually become prepared within, one or two attacks after using his prepared. So, yeah, and that's why the little R2-D2 thing can work with that team, because then the auto execute hits Rey. Because if Kat comes in and she just kills a character straight up in that team, Vandor will not be prepared at that moment. So the R2 gimmick pop and smoke that makes him hit Ray, then Vandor's prepared. Agreed, it's probably human nature to categorize, but the categories by which we categorize are nurture and not nature. Yeah, no, I won't disagree with that. And I won't disagree that some of the categorization that we do is flat out wrong. Like racial categorization has to go away. We have to stop people thinking of people in one category and another category based on their color, you know? And that again, that is the right moral thing to do. That's the issue. That is definitely the issue. I appreciate the ideas. I do have the 4 Relic 7s for Leia. Does Cat work well with any of the stuff I already have relic, or should I skip that and then build the full Scoundrels? Cat works super well with Padme. So let's see what you've got for Galactic Republic stuff. Yeah, so if you've got a Padme team, there's I also used a Padme team on my main account. Now you have to be careful with your modding. You have to mod this team in exactly the right order. But you do Padme, Cat, C-3PO, Kenobi, and Ahsoka. And the sequence goes, you know, Padme, Cat goes and trades turn meter with little Ahsoka. C-3PO calls Ahsoka, then she attacks and then attacks again because of the special. Kenobi does his thing. And then Cat has her second turn, and it's exactly enough instances of Ahsoka. So on Cat's first turn, of course, she's going to put Shen on Ahsoka, right? So she swaps and gets Shen on Ahsoka. And it's exactly enough assists that that the insta-kill is unlocked. And against the Kenobi team, the JMK, C-3PO's skill will put buff immunity onto him. Potency up, stealth. Confuse. So 2 instances of confuse, which then cannot counter, assist, or gain bonus turn meter. Cannot gain buffs. Okay? So he won't be able to get the taunt back once you call Ahsoka to assist and she removes his buffs, the 2 confuse stacks. So if you get it timed right, basically you just go through your whole sequence and you kill their Cat on the first turn instantly. And I used that team to beat JMK teams. Early on when I didn't have JMK on my main account and other people did have JMK, that was my JMK counter. It was Padme, Cat, 3PO, Kenobi, and Ahsoka. And it did take 3PO away from CLS team, but just got to do without it. If you're beating JMK, who cares, right? You do something else with the CLS team. I also saw a 5 million GP account the other day with no relics, and I just had to chuckle. That is pretty funny. All right, let's play some GAC. I don't know, y'all came here to listen to me talking. Covered a lot of stuff, but let's actually play some Grand Arena. That might be fun. Let's take a look at our opponent, the Hawk. Order 66 Bent Bosk. Bento Bosk? Bent question mark Bosk. Bask? I don't know. I don't know why I get question marks. Maybe I don't have the right font. 10.9 million galactic power, 4.4 in ships, 6.5 in characters. Galactic War Battles 133,000. That's almost 8 years. Almost 8 years of play. So if we ask what this player has in their account, the answer is all things. They have everything. Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, all 7 stars, Malevolence, Negotiator, every capital ship relict. All of these ships are in good shape. Nothing left to farm there. Galactic Legends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all of them. So we got Revens, Malik, Inquisitors, Malgus, Third Sister at Relic 7. I don't know. What else do you guys need to see? Let's go down and see what rare characters here at the bottom are not relic. Okay, we don't have Relic Night Sisters. We don't have Relic Nihilus. So skipping out on that Triumvirate still a little bit. Working on Phoenix. Going to relic these Phoenix. Look at this. These Phoenix all just need their finisher, and they'll be relicked. Savage, not relicked. Interesting. Alright, so just some new stuff and some old troopers and Hoth Rebel soldiers and whatnot. But, yeah, so, you know, that's what we're looking at. Let's take a look at speed here. Fastest non-GL character in the account, 343 on 7th Sister. That's pretty good. If we go down here to BB-8, go 1 row down, 6th fastest character is still 330. So our opponent has enough speed in the account that we've got to pay attention. They're not a collector. 319 on Revan. All right, so we're going to have to pay attention to speed. Now their defense, on the other hand, pretty minimal. What they left for us was a Ray. And with our JMK on offense, JMK should be able to beat this, I believe. So if we do JMK here, we've got bounty hunters. That shouldn't be too hard to beat. We've got a rebel team here that's got Kyle Katarn. But then it's also got Biggs and Wedge. If it had characters here that promoted turn meter, like Pow or the Hoth Rebel, then, I mean, we could be looking at a pretty nasty team here. But with these guys, I mean, maybe I can just, maybe I can cheese it with a Sith Triumvirate or something like that. But we got ways to beat that. Here's Night Sisters with an Omicron on Asajj. Talzin in the lead. Maybe we do Mara Jade or something like that there. I'll have to take a look at what I want to do for that. See what we've got left after we go through bottom, I suppose. On the bottom, we've got CLS. We've got Malgus. We've got Grievous. We've got Gas. So probably CLS the Gas. Probably Wampa the Grievous. Savage here. And then use our own 501st Gas here. So let's try to work our way through this zone, save our GLs, see what's on the back wall, take it from there. Now, I feel like I have all the tools in my toolbox to do the job that needs to be done here. The question is, will I, in fact, actually get it done? That's the question. All right, let's just put a big damaging Datacron on these guys. Armor penetration, offense, crit damage, that looks good. Let's take that. All right, bunch of Relic 9 stuff in here. I think we did better last time just by targeting Malik himself and taking Malik out, and then Malgus was kind of left till last. He should be in Kyber 2 at least. Yeah. We got to assume that it's somebody who either forgets to play or just doesn't play Grand Arena that every time. Okay, kill another clone, get a sacrifice. We stand back up angry. We'll go after Malik here. Okay. We're not getting turns on our clones at all. This is not great. We're sitting down again already. Yikes. We need Rex to go. We need a turn on Rex. Please give us a turn on Rex. We're ability blocked, so it doesn't really matter anyway. These weeks. Okay, we're standing up again. Okay, Malik's out. So even if something goes wrong and we have to clean it up, we're not... Oh man, we're sitting down again already. Look at this. This is the battle of the sit down here. Okay. The smart thing to do would probably be to do form up, but I feel like in this position, let's just get rid of Darth Revan. Get rid of Darth Revan. Then we'll do form up. Maybe get Gas to stand back up. Nope. I couldn't decide whether it was better to kill Revan or Bastila, but I think at the end of the day, Revan's just a ton more damage. So we'll kill the damage dealer. How many times are you going to attack, bruh? Wow. We're losing this. We're losing it. We're losing it. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Yikes. My gas failed so much against Malgus, I only use C anymore. Alright, well, we need an instant kill to take that out, right? Because I don't... Alright, let's play some other matchups and see what we can get here. See what we can get done. This is going to be just a Savage solo. Where's my Savage? There he is. Let's put a little Datacron on him. Something decent, but not fantastic. Something with a little damage, maybe. Offense, crit damage. Here's a bunch of armor penetration. Just simple Datacron with more offense. We'll take that. We just got to remember in this matchup not to kill CLS last, right? So let's kill Chewbacca first. And then let's go right after CLS and see if we can get him taken out. Okay. Doink. Get things started. Okay. Well, let's keep going here. 2 more hits, I think. Nope. Missed there. What? Okay. That is not fantastic. That is not fantastic. Wow. I don't think I've ever lost that matchup. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty disappointing showing so far. Holy cow. What am I going to do against that CLS team now? I mean, once we fail that the first time, that's rough to try to clean up. I don't think I've ever lost that matchup before. 100% success rate until today. All right, well, let's get in here with some CLS stuff. But if we use CLS here, if he has Jabba on the back wall, we're just done. So we actually have to save CLS for the back wall. All right, so let's apply some serious power here. We can clean this up. We can Wampa this. We can Wampa this, right? Or does Newt prevent the Wampa-ing? Newt doesn't prevent Wampa, does it? Man, I'm gun shy now, guys. I tell you, drop 2 battles in a row starting out. It feels really bad. Feels really bad. Maybe use Treya versus Gas. My Triumvirate's only gear 12, though, so keep that in mind. They get one-shotted by Gas, which is not fantastic. Oh, we'll do that first, just to make sure that they don't get crazy bonus stuff. And then we'll do the Womp and we'll get protection up going. Soak some hits. We'll just counterattack into this Magna Guard. We'll ramp. And the Magna Guard down. Go for the Battle Droid next. I'd go for Newt, but we have to kill Newt twice. Just keep that. I know some people have told me before that we should just leave the extortion alone on Wampa in this matchup, but the purple's gone, so we'll get it back. It's more or less gone. We killed Newt with the area effect from the Wamp. So this is my full offense Wampa. For those who saw me do the update or saw me, show on Wednesday night, I think I showed my mods on the Wampa. He is all out offense now. Relic 8. Meant to hit hard. Get our protection back, because why not? And yeah, so we're hitting pretty hard with this Wampa. 69 banners. Okay, we won a battle. We had a battle that went as predicted. Now we can do this, right? We can just do Sith Eternal. And Wat Tambor for a security blanket. Once we link him and somebody else, it'll drain his protection. He'll sit down. He'll never get back up for the rest of the combat. We kill off the clones. It's pretty straightforward. I hate using a Galactic Legend here, but that saves my CLS for the back wall, just in case he has Jabba back there, because I feel like we're going to need a full clear. Just give him a little more defense and health. Sure, why not? All right, let's go in here. We'll do this. That leaves us with a JML still. We still have a Jedi Master Luke as well. So we can, we could beat it. Almost any team with the JML. Almost any team, I guess. Let's do 5s, because why not? Alright, and then Gas will just, like, siphon his own life on this first move, and he'll be sitting down. Okay, never to stand up again. You're done for the combat, buddy. Alright. Wat Tambor's not going to live through this. We'll go ahead and give him some protection back to let him last a little longer, but he's going down. All right. We're not gonna make it. Don't need to use the protection back yet. Gas is still calmly seated, watching the battle. Can't stand up to the Emperor. So he's just sitting there. They're actually getting our life down, so what we'll do is we'll link these two guys. That'll give us 2 turns in a row. It'll let us bank some extra protection with that the Watt buff that we have. Then we can go into the alt and perform the alt. And then we just gotta beat Gas. Zoink. 64 banners. Okay, so 2 battles that went as expected. So now, CLS with turn meter and shoots first. That is not fun. Goes in the category of not fun. You know what? I wonder if this team's good enough to beat it. I wonder if my baby GL can go in there, stun their Han maybe, or stun their Chewbacca. Stun Han, kill Chewbacca. So CLS can get stuck on Kylo unmasked. If they have to fight against him, they can get stuck on him. But if they kill my SLKR, they've got enough damage to kill this SLKR, so that's not going to work. That's not going to... I might have to actually take the stupid JML in there. Niamiko says, greetings DL, just faced an FU defense in GAC. Nailed it. Nice. What happened there? Savage died so fast. The only thing I could think is that his Han is just really high damage Han Solo, and he did the middle skill and got a crit, and it was enough to kill Savage in that one hit. So yeah, maybe I should have picked a more defensive Datacron, put something on him that gave him more survivability. I picked something that gave him more offense, and maybe survivability would have been much better against that team. So next time I'm in that matchup, we'll do something for survivability. I got to get to the back wall. I've got to get to the back walls. I think maybe we just go with the Luke team. Man, I hate this. I hate that we've got to use this team to beat stupid CLS team. But troopers aren't going to work. Even the Jedi Knight Luke team itself, I don't know that that's going to work. Because if they have enough damage to just straight up kill Savage, then we have to come in with enough durability to take them down. Put a good Datacron on these guys. Something defensive. This is a nice mix of a little bit of damage and a bunch of defense. We can take that. Ah, man. Yeah, I hate using this much horsepower, but we got to get through to the back wall. Again, if this player plays, I expect to be full cleared. So we got to at least try to full clear, and then it seems to me like a 50-50, right? Like either A, he plays and I lose, or B, he forgets to play, right? Or doesn't want to play or whatever. Target Chewbacca. We'll go ahead and do this skill. Good gravy there. Chewing through my one stack of confusion. That doesn't prevent me from attacking, right? So we can still do this. That was a nice hit. We'll jump in like this, get some counterattacks, but I think it's okay. And we'll just do that. Okay. Let's do this. And we'll go over here. And we'll just go on CLS. We'll do Yoda. And then just keep passing it around. Take the debuffs off of everybody. And then we will try to see if we can recover some banners at this point. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's the best we can do. 42 banners. That's horrible. Oh my goodness. All right, Mal Gus. The only insta-kill team that I have, let's see, we've got the Fennec team. And we've got Triumvirate. Triumvirate's good against Inquisitors, but otherwise, Triumvirate's also good against that that team up top. But. So the question is he going to have good stuff on the back wall? I don't think he's going to have that good of stuff on the back wall. But all he needs to have is like a Jabba or a Lord Vader or something like that. And if I throw away my opportunity, then I never get it back, you know? What about a Mon Mothma team here? Could we kill this guy with a Mon Mothma team? Does it have enough damage? Troopers could do it. Geos. Does he have any area effect? Deal physical damage to target enemy. And then shock all enemies. Okay, that's fine. Debuffs inflicted can't be resisted. Sith Empire allies gain critical chance up. So Geos are susceptible to this guy, but I wonder if we could just clean this up with Geos. I wonder. So basically we're going to lose our brute real fast. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work though, because he's going to just trigger a turn every time. I'm going to take a turn with Geos and then he's going to go, so I don't think that works. I mean, a lot of the teams that I have beat this. I just don't want to use those teams. It's the same thing that always happens. I don't want to throw away good stuff. All right, we're going to do this. We're just going to put in First Order, and we're going to use it. Does geo placement order matter, or is that a myth? It does matter. So with geos, your Brood Alpha obviously has to go in the lead spot. Then you want the Sunfac to go next. Sunfac has the ability on his basic that he removes buffs. So the first thing that you want to happen when you're assisting in your assist train is that buffs get removed. That's a good thing, right? So we remove buffs. Then the second is Soldier. Applies tenacity down. So you apply tenacity down. Then the third is, or I guess the fourth technically by that point, right? Can be either Spy or Poggle. It doesn't really matter which, but typically I put the Spy in there, and then we put Poggle in the last spot. And basically that strips off their buffs, puts tenacity on. He just one-shotted my crew. He just one-shotted my Kylo Ren unmasked, who I believe has good mods. That's not fantastic. Okay. I guess we're going to lose a character every time he has that skill up. Is that the way it's going to work here? We don't have any alt. We're not even relic level, so I mean, the ramping on this is going to be super slow. And he's going to kill us in one hit when he has the skill up. Okay. to do what must be done. Yep, there we go. Just lose a character every time. It'll be like 3 weeks before we ramp up enough damage to kill Malgus with this Gear 8 crew. But, you know, hey, we got 2 minutes and 24 seconds to get there. Who knows? Maybe we'll get there. Nope. Damn. Yeah, so what else has insta-kill, guys? What else either has insta-kill or enough? How do I get through this guy? I think insta-kill's the only route, right? Like we'll bring in Triumvirate, we'll insta-kill him, and we'll move on. Otherwise, I have to have like an insane amount of damage I have to bring in. What is Jedi training rate? You know what? We've lost all the banners for this encounter anyway. So let's just play around. Let's just play around and see what we can get done here. We'll put in Stick Ray and we'll put in this guy. So we have healing immunity. The question then becomes, can we get enough damage with this team to kill him under the healing immunity? That's the question. Let's go. He's immune to healing immunity? He is? Are you kidding me? Good gravy. He's immune to healing immunity. I didn't know that. You can't healing immune him? Alright, well then this battle's just lost. This is a waste of my time. I didn't know that. I like literally did not even know that. He's immune to stuns, he's immune to healing immunity, he's immune to taking damage, he's immune to Galactic Legend level damage. You know, the normal run-of-the-mill character here. Alright. Well, Gas failed in his mission. Gas was supposed to take him out. I don't think we can get anything done here. He also takes less from the health reducing effects, right? So when we put exposes on him, exposes do exactly 0. Is that also the case? So here we've got our enlightenment on, and we can't even get rid of his protection under the best skill that we've got. All right, there we go again. Come on, you enlightened fools. Get him. He just gains all of his life back. It's like, nah, I'm alright. If you debuff me, I'll gain 30,000 hit points. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Illuminated Destiny. Oh, we touched his health. We touched his health, y'all. Oh, never mind. Forget it. Forget it. He's not immune to max health damage, max health reduction. Yeah, this is just broken. Guys, I did not realize that he was immune to healing immunity. That's my fault. Okay. Let's just do basics here. Let's see if there's some sequence of things where we don't give him health back. or something that we can do. Look at that. This big attack didn't kill BB-8. Kills a crew. Straight up kills a Kylo Ren unmasked, but doesn't kill a stupid little robot. BB-8's tough. He's like, bruh, I'm good. Let me be. I'll hide the BB-8. This is just useless. This is useless. We're not getting anywhere with this. All right, let's just kill him. Let's insta-kill him and be done with it. Good gravy. So what we can do, or what we can try to do, let's try to actually build a team that doesn't use Traya. We'll actually use Malgus lead, and we will put some bigger Sith in here. Who do we have that can tank? So Scion can tank, Malgus can tank. Will they protect Nihilus? Will they protect Nihilus? First time any other ally, enemies are inflicted with fear, blah, blah. Okay. Does this work? We've got a teeny tiny Darth Revan that we could use. I'm trying to figure out a way to use Nihilus without using Traya. Because if I don't use Traya, then we can use her against the Mon Mothma team up top, for example. Hope Nihilus survives long enough. Use Vader for ability blocks. You know, that's a capital idea. Use Vader and just keep him ability blocked. Let's try it. This is just a save the Nihilus deck, right? Like, save the Nihilus team. As long as Nihilus is alive, then we're happy. Alright, ability block. Nope. Nothing. Okay. All we have to do here is actually, in fact, deal a point of damage to him, and I'd feel better. There's a cooldown increase. Ability block? Nope. He's probably immune to ability block, too. Probably should have checked for that. Damage over times? Because why not? Probably gives him bonuses, right? Buffs him up. Alright, here we go. 2 chances at ability block. There we go. We got him. We got him. Ability blocked. Cooldown. Alright, so now all he's got is a basic anyway. Do that. Ability blocked again. Okay. Ability block. Nice. Biding our time. Alright, ability block. Something's going to happen here someday. I swear it is. Ability block. Nice. Okay. Good control here. Nihilus, are you ready yet? Is this your turn or is it next turn? Bonk. Ability block? No, no ability block. Okay. All right. Ability block? He instantly goes after Nihilus. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Alright. Fine. What a colossal waste of banners. Do you have Iden for Mon Mothma? Gear 12 Iden takes out Mon Mothmas. We've got Iden on defense. Doe. Starkiller. How are we even going to kill Starkiller? We got troopers. How fast is Mara Jade? 296. So 376. It's not enough. 366. 366. Okay, let's get the Imperial troopers in here. Make sure we got Veers in the lead. We're going to use them all. We're going to use their Datacron. Here with the trooper symbol on it. We don't have the appropriate trooper, but that's definitely a troopercron. Okay, so we've got plenty of speed on Piet. We're going to use Moff Gideon, reduce his armor, link, mass assist, and that should be 2 hits with the Dark Trooper and should be Kenobi dead. Then we got to go for Mara Jade. And by then we should have a turn meter drain available to us. So we'll drain him and that'll be the battle. That's the plan. Let's go. Add in Wat. I already used Wat Tambor with my Sith Eternal Emperor when I beat Gas. Alright, here we go. Let's link up. We'll do these buffs too, and then we'll drop the bomb. Bam! As predicted. We'll do an area effect here. Get a little bit of damage off of everybody. And here's the drain. So good. We'll take out Palpatine next because he's typically got less life. We'll do the area effect. Visas is scared. Look at her back here. She's terrified. Not anymore. Shot her in the face. It's pretty funny that people get unscared when you shoot them in the face. Alright. And we've got Radish. We can use Luke here on the Radish. So we've got the Jedi Knight Luke team, and then we can Mara Jade this, right? Full Relic Geo team. That should be something that we can Mara Jade. We should have plenty of speed. Alright, let's go up top and see how we're going to deal with that. So Mara Jade and Jedi Knight Luke for the bottom. That leaves us with Rey. On this Rey team, we're going to use our JMK team. Is there anything for me to watch for here? This is just an auto win, right? Like this is an auto win. Is there anything that I need to be careful of here? Wow. We are out of Galactic Republic stuff to put in a team. We are out of things. We are out of things. I mean, we could put Cody or somebody in here, right? We can put a 5th in. We still have the CLS team to go. If we put in Padme, we lose a Datacron. So let's throw in Clone Sergeant. It doesn't have to be Jedi, right? Like, we don't have to have Jedi in this team. It just has to be Galactic Republic. Is that right? All light side allies have blah, blah. Galactic Republic gain extra. Kenobi has high ground. Light side allies. Jedi Master Kenobi is called to assist. If all allies are light side Galactic Republic, they can't be critically hit. We'll have protection up, etc. Alright. And then Kat herself is not a Jedi, right? Like, there's no Jedi stuff here. She is Galactic Republic. Okay, so we got all this stuff. We have to get Rey down to critical levels to kill him. We've got Resistance Bros. No, this is not an automatic win, is it? So who do we one-shot with Kat? I mean, we want to one-shot the Ben Solo, right? But if he's just going to come back a million times, then that's not helpful. So how do we get him killed for good? Man, there's so many kits in the game right now. All allies gain instant hit defeat immunity for 1 turn. Rey can't be defeated. Ben Solo can't be defeated while Rey is above 50% health. Well, in Grand Arena, if GL Rey is in the solo slot, if the enemy leader begins their turn with him defeated, and there's still an active ally, he revives, and all allies gain instant defeat immunity for the rest of the encounter. So basically we kill everybody else, and then we got to kill him and Rey back to back. Okay. All right. All right. We could add in the C-3PO here. We've got the CLS team, but I don't think there's anything that... C-3PO is a lot better here. So where are we going to use CLS? We could use the CLS team here without C-3PO. We could use the CLS team here and just kill Night Sisters right and left. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll use the CLS down here. Let's try this. Let's try it. Let's try it. We need to save them for the back wall and the Mara J team for the back wall. We can do this team. We can kick out 3PO, and we can bring in Dash Rendar. If he's not on defense somewhere. Where's our Dash? Gone. No Dash. Rebels. Do we have a rebel that we can put in here that makes sense? Not really. Yeah, we could do... Just put Leia in there for more damage. Got a Datacron. Alright, and we should just pick off Night Sisters right and left, right? Like this. I feel like this battle goes well for us. Doesn't it? I've been making mistakes right and left today, though, so I don't want to... This has got to work. This has got to work. So we'll do this, and then we will go up top and use... Let's do this. Okay, and then we'll target Talzin for a kill because she's gear 12. And we need to get a second kill for the zombie. Okay, now when we kill Daka, she's gone. Alright. Okay. Now let's kill Talzin. Sure. Okay. Get the taunt off. Okay, Yasaji needs to die. Get some buffs up here. Leia finally gets a turn. 16 minutes into the matchup. Alright, done. 62 banners. Fine, it's going to be fine. Alright. So that leaves us with C-3PO up here, which is a better thing, right? We'll do that. We'll get a Datacron. Let's get a good one. Something with a bunch of damage. Crit avoidance doesn't matter. Crit chance, accuracy. 100% armor penetration. That seems good. We'll take that. All right, for anybody who's joining us a little later here, who wasn't at the start of the stream, there is a giveaway going on right now over on Discord. 2 $25 gift cards. $50 if you are an Inquisitor with your picture of your name with Inquisitor in it posted to the Rites of Passage channel over there. So get in there, take a look, click the button, become part of that giveaway. Why are you targeting that? You know, how big of a deal is the insta-kill? It's a big enough deal, right? Okay, fine. We have to do it with the cat. I was just trying to think if I could make Kenobi immune, because then he could just soak damage for days. But we do want... we do want cat reset, I think. Let's get over here, remove those buffs. Let's go here and remove that. Let's go here and remove that. Oh, not enough. Kenobi soaking another big hit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the ult now just because our General Kenobi is low enough on health that we want to protect him against another potential whirlwind. Let's do this. That should be a kill on Jedi Training Rey. And now we're just on to Rey herself. Let's do an armor shred. Now we're in the ult. Nothing to be done here. Just gotta wait it out. We can put the debuffs on though, right? Nope, guess not. Never mind. Okay, here comes Rey's big hit. It's your day. Flop. Guys, did something just happen? Did we get hit? I'm not entirely sure. I think we might have gotten hit, but didn't really notice for sure. Okay, now she's almost dead. That should mean that we can kill Ben and then immediately kill Rey, and we're done. Don't freeze up. Oh, man, the characters are just standing over there in front of them frozen, and it's like, no, don't crash game. No. All right. So Jedi Knight Luke and Mara Jade team are taking up. Radis? Should be able to do Radis here. Radis can do things, I think. We also have our Fennec team. So I think in this case, some hot bounty hunter on bounty hunter action might be the answer. Let's take that. Bosk in the lead. You, and scoundrels for you. Datacron, slap it on. What do we got? Accuracy and health. Health steal, health accuracy. Armor penetration. Sure, we'll take that. Down to the bottom of the barrel in these datacrons. Pretty sad stuff. All right. They have Zam. We have to weather the storm here at first. But I feel like once we get going, we're in a huge advantage. So if they just all go ahead of us because of Zam giving them speed and it's enough damage, then we'll have some problems. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. But let's see. Oh! Wow. One-shot kill on the Mando. So there you go. Apparently more of a problem than I thought. Let's see. Wow! Man, what rotten luck. Just like one-shots for a huge crit on my Mando. They got the contract and we're not even close yet. All right, never mind. Zam gave them a huge advantage. Fennec's about to die. Man, I tell you guys, this GAC has gone just about the worst in terms of, I mean, I'm picking characters that I think are going to work, and we just lose. We just lose. I don't like the Radis team so well in here because the Rockets, you know, the Rockets, once dead, always dead thing, just not really what I want. We're going to put in the K2 because I like that better than a Datacron in this particular case. Give him a weak character. Jin can bring him back. We can try to keep him distracted. As long as they don't kill our Radis, we're okay. Okay. There's the counterattack and the taunt, so he's getting killed first. Yep. It's fine. As expected. We're going to bring back the K2 right away. We're going to work our way toward the ult as fast as we can here. Okay, and then he's going to get rocketed to the face and he'll be dead for good, and there's nothing we can really do about that. All right, let's go over here and pop that set of 5 exposes. Cassian, why are you attacking Cassian, bruh? Taunts back up again. Okay, Cassian's down again. Do area effect here. Alright, we peeled off the Bounty Hunter's resolve, and we just gotta hope that he doesn't kill Biston and get it back. We're gonna throw the book at him and try to get that Boba dead right away. Get Bosk dead while he's debilitated by the healing immunity and such. Not worried about banners so much as we are just making sure we get this combat taken care of. Alright, now he's got damage immunity on. We gotta wait, I think 2 turns, 1 turn I guess. Okay, get a stun on him. Does Jin have the resurrect up or not? I think she's 1 turn away. Nope, she's got it. Okay, let's try to get K2 back. It's another banner. You know, we'll take another banner if we can get it. For what that's worth. 43. My goodness. My goodness. This is a GAC to forget. Let me tell you what, guys. Alright, well, we're just going to load this up. Normally, I would just go in here with Enfys Nest and just be done with it, but we've only got a couple battles left to win, Emperor Palpatine. Why the heck is he in there? That is not who I want. So we'll put in Traya and Nest, but I feel like it wouldn't be bad to get a couple other characters in here. Just as a distraction, right? So that when they do when he does his stupid lightsaber toss, as long as he tosses it at somebody who is not Enfys Nest, we're good. But Kyle Katarn can one-shot Enfys Nest. So we got to make sure that we got a bunch of area effect stuff. We'll let them kill themselves. And then probably Kyle Katarn heals everybody up once. Right? Okay. Kill yourselves, guys. Kill yourselves. You can kill my Traya. Let's stun him. Nope. That doesn't take away her leadership. Alright. We're saving the area effects for when they've killed themselves properly. Right? Like when they're down to really low health. For all of them. Then we do one area effect. Win the battle. And we're good. Alright. Here's counterattacks. Coming in. Alright. We're good now. Alright, Kyle. Die. Oh, Mon Mothma's gone. I don't think there's much chance they can do much now. Hide my Dooku. Kill everybody. Alright. 58 banners. Not messing around with these guys anymore. Probably got Leviathan on defense and fleet, and I don't know how I'm going to beat that. Yeah, there's Leviathan on defense and fleet. Let's just get through the character side of things here. Empire. Empire. What? Okay, whatever you say. TIE Fighter or Tarkin? Tarkin. Let's take Tarkin. And let's take also TIE Fighter. No tanks. We don't need no tanks. So we'll toss it over, or we'll actually, how fast is Mara Jade? Let me make sure that I didn't like steal mods from her and slow her down to 297. I did slow her down. I stole a mod off of her somewhere. 290. She was over 300. 266. So we're still well in the first position. He's not fast. See if they've got a trick spy like I've had in the past. Some kind of super fast spy. Nope, 240. Okay, so Mara Jade. So we can kick the brute with Thrawn, take away the counterattack, go in on the brute alpha with Mara Jade. Okay, there we go. And some of this stuff. We didn't take away much turn meter at all, so we got to really hope that we sink a bunch of the... Oh my goodness. And Poggle's going to remove all of this. Poggle is going to remove all of their debuffs. We cannot let Poggle get a turn. Poggle must die. Poggle's not dying, guys. Okay. Stop getting turns. That's the key. Okay, get this over to Mara Jade. Get that over there again. Stun the brute alpha. And Poggle must die. We got to get Poggle dead here. Okay, we got him stunned. Phew! Poggle dead. Everybody's dying now. That's the way we like it. Spy is still in stealth. Not much we can do about that. Kick the brute. Okay. That was less fun than expected. All right, let's just get some Jedi in here. Select a squad from a team so I don't pick the wrong thing. Let's do this and this. And kill Radis. So the key here, we target Radis, we kill Radis. We got to kill Radis and then Jyn Erso right afterwards, right? Kill Radis and then kill Jyn Erso. We didn't use this with the CLS team, huh? Okay. It's our last best good Datacron. Let's get in there and get it done. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we take a beating right away. We're going to soup up Luke's damage first thing. We're just going to go in on Radis. Do not pass go, do not collect 200. Stun. Send in Luke for the biggest hit. Pass it to Luke. Just do a basic. Send in Luke. Okay, now we got to kill Jyn. We didn't get the ability block on her. Stun. No stun. Okay. Okay, Jyn. I don't find your antics funny at all. Let's do this. We gotta get Radis out of here again. Get out of here. Alright, there ain't no party like an overkill party. We don't want Jyn to dodge or some crazy stuff, so just take all of it. Take the whole team. I don't know how many we needed, but I know how many we're going to use. That's valuable information. Alright, 65 banners. Done. Dead. Okay, we've got 2 garbage fleets and a Leviathan. So I've got a 6-star profundity. That's what I've got. A 6-star profundity. Which I have beat some Leviathans before they made the changes. After they made the changes, I have never been able to beat a Leviathan with my 6-star profundity. Do I have any chance here, guys? How about the First Order fleet? Does the First Order fleet have a chance? Boris Balkan says your opponent probably won't fight. So, if anybody hasn't heard in my prior streams, I've actually coined a new phrase. I call it a motivational victory. Demotivating the opponent. So when this opponent comes in and he sees that I've cleared 3 zones, it doesn't mean that he can't win. It just means that it's going to take him a lot of time playing. You look at that and you're like, well, now I'm going to have to play for like an hour and a half to beat this guy's teams. And some people just don't want to spend the time. So it's a demoralization victory. That's the term. Demoralization. They look at it and they immediately decide that it's not worth the amount of time that it would take to get that many banners. And I honestly believe that some of my opponents, it is simply that. They look at it and they're like, whatever, it's not... He full cleared. I know I could full clear, but I just don't want to mess with it. I don't have the time for it. So that's what we're going for with this opponent. Demoralization victory. We're looking to win just based on him not wanting to play. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try something different. We're going to throw in this, and we're going to do 2 quick reinforcements back to back and see if we can get something done against this Leviathan. I don't think we can. DL, you got a lot further than I thought you would? Oh, well, that's good. That's good. using our teams to best ability we can. My defense is pretty weak, though. I've got Qui-Gon. I've got some stuff on defense, but basically if they beat Jabba, they can go through most of it. All right. Let's start out with an assist, and we're going to start out here, and we're just going to get as many attacks as possible. All right. Same kind of a thing here. We're just going for building toward the alt. Okay. I stuck something in my ship's butt. I hope it's not deadly. Alright. Got daze on everybody. Once my fleet's all dazed up like this, it's just sadness. Sadness for days. Cleanse the buffs there for a second. Alright, here we go. Here's our first reinforcement. Coming on in. Getting some damage down. Get this ship out of here. Come on. Get him. Okay, my... oh, come on! Come on! I had him. I had him. He was dead. He was done. So bad. What? Question mark? Have I legitimately on this account never put the final skill level onto my Phantom? I think that I stutter. We're at 48% of the alt, so we're not even close. Insta-kill. Lost my capital ship. This is over. This is so over, it's not even funny. Just get out of here. I don't even care. I didn't kill a ship. I didn't do nothing. Got nothing done. All right, so we can, let's see. What do we got here? We got the finalizer and a Radis. So he's got the Separatist fleet, which we could either do First Order here or we can do a mirror match. Let's do First Order, just for fun. Just for practice. Practicing stuff that I need to practice. Get the Echelon in there. We'll use this as a reinforcement. We will use Plo as a reinforcement. And we will use the First Order FSF tie, which I think is this guy, right? Yeah, we gotta finish out the stars on that SF tie at some point. All right, in we go. Leviathan hangar sabotage increases the cooldowns on light side admirals. Oh, is that it? Is that it? Okay. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was like legitimately never put that skill on. The whole kit in the Leviathan has been so slanted toward beating the profundity. The dazes, the just like hundreds of things in the kit, it seems like, all based on just beating the profundity. Is there anything we can do to save this echelon? I don't think there is. Oof. We lost our shuttle? Holy cow, we're going to drop this battle too, guys. Because, once that shuttle's gone, we're hurting. Yikes. Wow. Wow. Brutal. Brutal. All right, let's Yeah, I don't even know what to do here because they've got the. You know what? Let's take the Radis in here, just for fun. Do the kind of a mirror matchy thing here. We would have to do a mirror match with the separatists and all that, but instead we're going to try to beat this fleet, and it's only because we got Sunfac mostly dead. You know, maybe we can get Sunfac off the board right away and give ourselves a chance. So that's what we're going to try to do. This does not seem like a winning matchup. I don't think we've got much of a chance of success here, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, all allies gain protection up, recover protection, 30 deflector shield, all that stuff. Okay, we'll do that. This is the area effect. No, this is the area effect. Protection? No, this is... What? Deal physical damage to all enemies. Alright, get in there. Do this. Okay. And, I don't know, basic. Buzz droids incoming. Okay. How do we get rid of these buzz droids? Let's do this. Bring some more damage onto the field. Dispel all buffs, daze the target enemy, remove 30... Okay. Yoink. I'll do a spin move. Do this move. Try to start getting some damage done on this. Tank over here. Alright, we got buzz droids on the Falcon now. We really need to get those gone. Okay. Big hit. Bam! Not big enough. Pretty big, though. Okay, this is a real ship right here. Okay. Take out the real ship. We'll get a fake one back right away, which stinks, but we'll have to start reducing the number of the little ships here. Do this again. Big area effect. Let's bring in this guy. We'll be able to take like a couple actions with him. Hopefully we'll be able to kill... I was going to say, oh, come on. I was going to say, hopefully we'll be able to kill two of them, but we killed one and then dodged and got nothing done. All right. Hit the spy pretty hard there. Beginning of the end for us. There we go. All right. No. Stop it. Bam. That's the last real ship, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Radis doing some work. That leaves us our separatist fleet to come in here and clean up his Radis. We'll show them how their separatist fleet should have fought. Let's put this ship in, because why not? And we'll leave the Leviathan. The Leviathan will stand tall, alone, unbeatable on defense. The reason Leviathan has all the extra things versus Profundity is because the Profundity's kit's so good. That's true. That is the truth of it. Yes. I concur. That's why it's that way. I just think it's interesting that that much stuff had to be put in for the Profundity. I guess that was my point. It's interesting how much stuff they had to do to make sure that the Profundity has no chance. All right. Here we go. I guess I have to be smarter in the future about not attacking into the foresights like that. That was kind of dumb on my part. kind of not awesome. All right, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to take the attacks here. Because he's a big damage threat and we got the taunt on him, so let's go. Let's see if we can get some buzz droids over there. That'd be nice. Look at how much damage he's doing, though, this guy. Maybe we got to take the tank out. The tank loses taunt. So the one with buzz droids we can't get to. The other one we can't seem to get buzz droids onto. All right, there. Ray has some buzz droids now. In we go. We'll just take an assist here and hopefully get the kill. Good. All right. Wrecking me with this stupid fleet. Do this. Buzz droids immediately get removed. And mass assist and we're done. Okay. All right. Wasn't horrible. 65 banners is pretty bad, but it's a win. It's another thing cleared off. Leviathan stands tall. All right. And if my opponent hasn't played by now, he's only got like a couple hours left to play. So, yeah, I think this is going to be one of those things where he comes in, he looks, and he's like, not worth playing. Click, done. We made it hard for him. We got a green check mark in the box already. How are we doing overall? Let's take a look. Let's take. This is the curse, right? As soon as I do this, I'm going to be cursed. Skill range 3130 to 3310. So we won't make it to Kyber 2. If we get 2 wins, if we win round 2 and also win round 3, that would be about 80, and we might be looking at Kyber 2, y'all. Get that SLKR into the account. Get the alt on Ray, get the alt on SLKR, or get the alt on JML. Get the alt on SLKR, get him relicked, get Ray, and then we're going to get Leia. And then I think there's going to be a long period where I just have to like color in all of the outlines. Because, you know, we'll have stuff that we want to build for, we get the Triumvirate up to relics, to get the Darth Revan team, Malgus, Malak, all that relic. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff to do to fill in the non-GL stuff. We've got Afra to get. We've got Starkiller to get. We've got tons of journeys. And I think I'll do a lot more of those before I do, like, for example, Lord Vader. We'll just be waiting for a really long time for him. Wait, will that be everybody except Lord Vader? How many GLs do I have in my stinking account after this? It's weird to think. Go by power. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got SLKR 5. Rey is 6. Leia will be 7. Yeah, Lord Vader will be the only Galactic Legend that I don't have in this account at that point. Holy cow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Account's 3 years old and I've almost got all the GLs. Well, because of the Lightspeed bundles, of course, obviously. But and then we'll just have a lot of stuff to fill in. A lot of other stuff to fill in. We've got him up to gear 10. Almost got enough Kairos to get him to his next level. We put 1 set on. We're just farming Kairos as fast as we reasonably can. But, yeah, that's what we're behind on. Farming dark side, farming Cairo. I'm back to farming light side. I've just been farming light side stuff. So, well, maybe we have to go back to farming dark side for a little while. But I tell you what's nice, guys. It is really nice being able to farm dark side stuff and light side stuff and getting tokens on both sides. Man, this is so good. I wish that they just had that open all the time. But yeah, it's pretty cool. No matter what you spend your energy on, getting tokens. It's nice. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. It's been a fun GAC for me, and I hope it was for you too. Made it. I don't know if I necessarily made big mistakes in the teams that I picked, but man, Savage got wrecked, and the gas counter didn't work out, so we dropped like 2 important battles right away. Managed to recover from it, but that was fun. It was fun trying to stretch all the resources out the whole way through a full clear, and almost got there except for the Leviathan. All right, thank you all for coming out to watch. Please remember, as we wrap this up, there is a giveaway going on over on the Discord. Link to the Discord is down below. Click on that. Go into the Inquisitor giveaway. Hit the little icon to be part of that giveaway. It'll still be going on for a little while after the stream, but then when the triggers, we'll be giving away 2 $25 gift cards. Remember, if you're an Inquisitor and you've posted your name, including Inquisitor in-game, in the rites of passage, you will double your winnings to 50. So if you've done that, if you haven't done that or you want to do that, it's fun to have an in-game name of Inquisitor. Yeah, cool. All right, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing my live streams in the future. And thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next Holocron.